Alright, so after some testing, this is probably going to be the most reliable farm team for challenge mode. So this gets it done in about 2 turns, 3 turns if you are unlucky. Unfortunately, the way the boss is set up, I don't think there is a good way to auto this. So we're using a human setup. We have the 1 ultimate, Lightbon, Jenna, and Mikasa. So obviously these 2 baddies are the damage dealers. Jenna's going to be pretty nice just because of her relic. It is a little bit of a human buff, so 12% attack related. But the main thing here is that she has a stance break on her rank 1. So if you do take an extra turn on phase 2, you will be prepared. And then Mikasa is kind of like the go-to sub-unit for human teams, especially with her relic. So that's going to be the team comp. We're going to use the unknown/human artifact set that boosts their attack. Going to slap on some attack food. The oaths don't really matter that much, so let's jump into it. So before we can actually kill Margaret, there's a couple things we need to cover. First thing is going to be that you'll notice the left and right side adds are going to have a gray buff. This is a fixed damage buff that sets everything to 1, so they're going to be very difficult to kill through normal methods. The next buff they have is that they reduce damage taken from attack skills by 300%, which means Margaret is going to be very difficult to kill. Now in order to get around all this, we need to bring a unit that deals final damage, because they take 20,000 damage from skills that have the final ability. And that is going to be Escanor's Finger. On his Scorch, you'll see at the bottom there, 30% of final damage to all enemies in battle. Now we want to make sure that we don't kill the adds too soon and then end up dealing too much damage to Margaret, because she does have a full heal and an all-stat buff and a cleanse when she gets below 50% HP. So to circumvent this, we're going to open with the Bond Pierce, then we'll do the Scorch, and then we'll do the Snipe. That'll set up some debuffs onto Margaret. Won't deal too much damage. It should get her to about 60-65% HP. Little splash damage will kill the fragments on the sides. And then the Snipe should one-shot her here. Clears the 400k mission, and you finish the first phase in 1 turn. So we're going to come to phase 2. It's pretty much the exact same song and dance. You're going to see the gray buff on both of the adds. He's going to deal a lot less. He's going to take a lot less damage. The only difference is that he doesn't actually have the revive, the heal, that the Margaret does. It's just he does a plethora of other things. It doesn't really matter. We're going to do the same setup just to be safe. Get the Bond debuff down. Finger's going to deal the splash damage, and the Snipe will finish him off. Now, if you don't get a Finger, you're going to have to take an extra turn. So this is like ideal scenario. You draw the extra Finger, you can clear in 2 turns. If you don't draw the Finger, it's going to take 3 turns. If he stances, that's what Jenna's there for, to cancel the stance. But regardless, worst case scenario should take 3 turns. 2 to 3 turns. That is going to be how you can farm challenge mode, though. If you guys like it, drop a thumb. Maybe subscribe to that, and I'll see you in the next one.